Okay, for those of you that want a long live stream, too bad. This is not going to be a long live stream. This is going to be kind of me taking out my frustration at the NBA. This league is literally, they're not just shit. They're like the shit that's at the bottom of the septic tank, like the sediment that's already solidified. They're the worst. Obviously there's players. I'm not blaming the players like Steph Curry that play well, or not that I'm a fan of his, or LeBron James, fantastic player, or indeed some of the players from the past like Kobe Bryant. But I don't give a shit anymore about Cavs Warriors for the fourth straight year. I might end up going to a watch party just because friends are in town and you can drink and eat some sunflower seeds or something with a bunch of people and watch this bullshit unfurl. Most people are already predicting it's going to be Warriors in 4, Warriors in 5. I don't really care anymore. I do live in Cleveland. People are like, oh, you have some fucking civic pride or whatever. Why can't you at least just be happy they're in the final? It's a huge accomplishment. 8th finals in a row for LeBron James. Why can't you remote? Why do you have to be a fucking dick? Right in our parade. 8th finals in a row for LeBron James. Look, I grew up. I remember when I was in high school, everybody was saying, oh, LeBron James is going to be the best NBA player of all time. So, he's had a good career. He's fulfilled all of that. I personally don't care. I grew up here. He grew up in Akron. And, good for him. I'm not interested anymore. This is the same story I've been hearing since 2002. And, a lot of these people are like, oh, this is a big thing for fucking city. Fucking, we're going to get a lot of tickets sold and whatever. We're going to keep, I'm tired of it. A lot of these players, apart from LeBron James, they probably got like news, oh, we're getting signed by Cleveland. They're like, oh, I thought that was like part of, Cleveland. I thought that was like in Canada or something. People don't come here in order to actually like the city. I usually tell people I'm from Ohio because, some people have more positive associations with the state because, there are other things that people like in our state, like meth labs and apples and Buckeyes and, what else do we have here? We have like an algae bloom over in Lake Erie, which, in retrospect, yeah, there aren't a lot of positive things the state over. But I do like Ohio, and I'm an Ohio State fan. But yeah, the Cavs, they're a good team. I've never really been emotionally attached to an NBA team at all. I'm a huge football fan. Dallas Cowboys, of course. Can't shut up about it. So, in response to this very weak story, I've made up a series of 4 alternate plot lines that I think, in my opinion, they could be more compelling than this installment of the NBA Finals. First of all is whether Carmela Soprano really was going to cheat on Tony with Forio on season 4 of the show. Obviously, he fled to Italy. Maybe he actually did do it, and it just wasn't in the show, right? So that's a good one. And I was always wondering, why'd they get rid of his character? Some of the other characters, I was glad that they got rid of what's his name, Steve Buscemi's character, who was kind of a weirdo, and I forgot the other. Was it Vincent? No, it's not Vincent D'Onofrio. It's one of these other actors who was the other. Basically, one of the running jokes was that if you married Tony's sister, you're going to die. What was the guy's name? Vincent April. That guy died. Then the next one is whether Mr. Krabs kept SpongeBob working for him because he was withholding sales tax at the Krusty Krab and wanted somebody who would work not only under the table but underwater. Now, if you think that joke is corny, it's still not as played as the friggin' Cavs Warriors in the NBA Finals. Then, of course, there's any episode of Friends I'll leave it at that. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. I thought I'd throw it in, because even that might be a little more compelling than the fourth installment of Cavs Warriors. And it's the second straight year with Kevin Durant, who's in the finals. This is like the third time LeBron's played Kevin Durant in the finals. And I don't care anymore. I really don't care anymore. Then you have this rumor. This is the one I picked, okay? So I am telling you I'm biased. There's always been that rumor that In the Air Tonight, I can feel it calling in the air tonight. That song is about Phil Collins watching a man drown to death, who his wife had been cheating on. So there are actually two options here that have to do with cheating on your wife. One that has to do with cheating on your taxes, and one that has to do with cheating viewers out of a half hour every Thursday. So let me know what you pick. You can put it in the comments, or you can remain anonymous. You can also put, there's no other option in a straw poll, but you could put, for example, another option in the comments. I could expect some pretty rough ones from NBA fans, but good for you guys. I think the NBA sucks personally, and I'm tired of this crap. I'm an NCAA fan. Every year, great path to the Final Four. Usually some great storylines. But that's it. Please comment, share, like the video, and subscribe.